Hi everyone and welcome to Supergrads. My name is Abhyansh Chauhan and I know I have kept you people waiting for a couple of minutes. But to compensate for that, I'm here with a lot of idioms students. So one last rapid revision on idioms wherein I have somewhere around 70, 75 idioms students. 70, 75 questions, 75, 75 MCQs that I have. So you can expect कि एक अच्छा खासा revision हो जाएगा of somewhere around 150 idioms के around revision हो जाएगा, I'm sure. So I hope everyone is ready. I hope everyone is excited. Last session para completion में बहुत important rules बताए थे, बहुत tricky questions वहां पे हमने discuss किए थे in that session of para completion that was there on Saturday. Hi, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Shubham. Deadly students. There are all sorts of students that I have here. So let's begin, students. Without wasting any time, let's move to the first question of today's session. Here is your first idiom, and I would want you people to try this question. Here is our first question for today. Here is our first question on idioms, guys. What should be the correct answer for this idiom, students? So the CEO's sudden resignation coming on the heels of the order suggests there's more than meets the eye, perhaps an attempt to dash, sweep under the rug, throw under the bus, paper over the cracks, or cook the books. What should be the correct answer for our first idiom for today? I think I think what you people think, which is option C, students, paper over the cracks. Now, the reason I say कि C इसका correct answer होना चाहिए, it says कि यार resignation coming on the heels of the audit, मतलब audit होने वाला था और उसी time पे resignation. Now, this causes a lot of suspicion here कि यार कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. So, paper over the cracks would be the correct answer. Sweep under the rug is like ignoring or avoiding something. Throwing someone under the bus मतलब किसी को आपने बिल्कुल व्हाट वुड आई से स्केपगोट बना दिया या प्रॉब्लम में छोड़ दिया कि you leave someone to die in that way. So, and cook the books is to change what is written in the books, what is written in those government documents, उनको change करना, उनके साथ tinker करना. That is what this idiom means. So, C must be the correct answer, students. बहुत बच्चों का करेक्ट आंसर था शुभम का करेक्ट आंसर था आई एम सो सॉरी आई थिंक बहुत बच्चों के गलत आंसर्स थे इनफैक्ट सो दैट वाज आवर क्वेश्चन वन स्टूडेंट्स एज आई से टुडे वी हैव आई थिंक 70 idioms. Let's see how much time it takes. Let's see how many of you can get this. How many idioms do you get correct? That would be a challenge. Here is our idiom number or question number two for today. Here is question number two for today. Despite his apparent humility, his constant name dropping shows he's actually trying to dash. What is he trying to do? What should be the correct answer for this question, students? Despite his apparent humility, his constant name dropping shows he's actually trying to blow his own trumpet. He is talking about his achievements. So A is correct. Harkirat, study, Akriti, Garv, Shubham, correct answers. But what about the other idioms? It is not just about answering this question. इसके साथ साथ और क्या idioms हैं? So kill the lily, ride the high horse. That means you are on your own. You are in your own zone. Reality से थोड़ा दूर हो. Feather the nest is to gain advantage by dishonest means. Gild the lily is to gild the lily. You can say is unnecessary decoration. Lily itself is very beautiful. There is no point decorating the flower lily. So for that reason, I would choose option A as my correct answer for question number two. Moving on to question number three, students. Beach mein you will see some questions of phrasal verbs as well, important phrasal verbs. So here is our third question for today's session. Here is our third question for today. The minister's vague responses in the interview were clearly an attempt to dash the issue, skirt around the issue, zero in on the issue, hammer out, or brush up. And what is the meaning of the other phrasal verbs involved? I know correct answer to hum kar denge, but what about the other phrasal verbs involved in this question, students? Vague responses. Now, vague is something which is unclear. So he's trying to skirt around, he's trying to beat around the bush, he's trying to escape the issue. He's trying to escape the issue. He's trying to avoid the issue. But what about the other phrasal verbs that we have? So zero in on is a phrasal verb that was asked in IPMAT 2025 as well. Zero in on is focusing on something. Yes, as I said, Shubham, uh, skirt around is similar to beating around the bush. Then we have hammer out. Brush up is to revise. What is hammer out, students? What do you understand by the phrase hammer out? Hammer out का क्या meaning है? क्या context है? What do you understand by hammer out? What is hammer out, students? So to hammer out is to reach to an argument. So that was question three, and question three से हम जितना information gather कर सकते थे, I think we have done that, and that is what we'll be doing today. थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी चलेंगे students, ताकि हम questions भी answer करें. हम जितने idioms सीख पा रहे हैं, I'll give you people time to write down these idioms as well. Here is number 4 for you. Hammer out is to reach an agreement. Okay, well done. Yatharth and other students as well. When the negotiations stalled, both parties realized they need to dash or risk a complete breakdown. So negotiations stalled. That means they stopped. ठीक है, well done Akriti. They decided to meet halfway. That means they decided कि यार थोड़ा सा ना compromise अब हो जाना चाहिए, or else there might be a complete breakdown. Or else there might be a complete breakdown. Hold your ground is to be firm on your stand. Dig in one's heels. Now again body part related idiom. Move the goalpost मतलब चीजें change, बहुत dramatic changes करना, बहुत ही you would say बिल्कुल paradigm shift हो जाना, 360 degree shift हो जाना. ठीक है. So B must be the correct answer for question number 4. What is dig in one's heel? What is this idiom? To dig in one's heels. बताओ. आप मुझे बताओगे. Vocabulary, as I always say, is a two-way process. बहुत सी चीजें इधर से उस तरफ ट्रांसफर हो रही हैं, बहुत सी चीजें उधर से इधर भी ट्रांसफर होनी चाहिए. बताओ. What is dig in one's heels? Tell me, students. Digging into one's heels. Since nobody responded to it, I'll move to question number 5, students. Should I do that? Should I move to idiom number 5, students? Chalo. Question number 5, students. The professor tends to dash when explaining simple concepts, making them unnecessarily complicated. Split hairs, call a spade, cut to chase. What about this one? The professor tends to dash. So I've got so many correct answers here. A is correct. Tends to split hairs when explaining simple concepts. Split hair is like bilkul details mein jana. Now, even in simple concepts, I don't think there's any need to go into details. And to which I think everyone has answered. A must be the correct answer. Call a spade is to be straightforward, direct. Cut to the chase again is same ki ज़्यादा there's no point beating around the bush. Let's cut to the chase. Topic पे आते हैं. And toe the line is again being firm on one's stand. So that was question 5. I think I've discussed all the other idioms. I've discussed the context as well. Let's move to question number 6, students. His apology seemed insincere, more like an attempt to dash than to genuinely make amends. So save face, bite the bullet, break the ice, rock the boat. Bacha Party, what should be the correct answer for question number 6? As I told you people at the beginning of the session, मैं एक बार आपको ना कंफर्म कर देता हूँ how many idioms do I have today? I have 80 idioms, guys. 80 idioms. 80 idioms का practice आज हम जब तक खत्म नहीं करेंगे, we'll not end this rapid revision session. So his apology seemed insincere. Save face, bite the bullet is to face an unpleasant situation. Break the ice is to start a conversation. Rock the boat is to create an hindrance. Create an obstacle लिखने वाला था. Create a hindrance would be correct. So A is the correct answer for question number 6. As I said, 80 questions, 80 MCQ type questions. एक अच्छा खासा practice आपका idioms का आज हो जाए. Then tomorrow I have fillers. After that I have grammar. So if you can capitalize, if you can ensure कि यार मेरे जो easy topics है ना वो कहीं ना जाए. At least मेरे जो easy topics है मैं एग्जाम में उनको अच्छा करके जाऊं. On a good or a bad day, you cannot be sure कि para jumbles आप अच्छा करके आओगे या नहीं आओगे. You cannot be sure how many correct will you get in RC, but you can be sure about para completion, fillers, grammar, idiom. समझ गए? Dig in heels, तेजस्विनी, dig in one's heel का मतलब होता है to refuse to change one's minds. मतलब आप बिल्कुल adamant हो आप अपनी बात पे. That is what it means. The new policy is expected to dash between management and employees. What should be the correct answer, students? I think I've given you people enough time for this. बता दो. New policy is expected to widen the gulf, तो और उसको बड़ा कर देगा. Bridge the gap would be the correct answer. Bridge the gap. Bridge the gap. So B must be our correct answer here. ठीक है. Moving on to question number 8, students. If there's any idiom where you feel कि सर इस पे discussion करते हैं इसके usage पे, if there's any idiom that you find new, please मुझे chat section में आप बताते चलना. I'll keep doing that. Here is our idiom number 8, MCQ number 8 for today. She managed to dash during the crisis. She managed to dash during the crisis, ensuring the team stayed focused. So lose her head. What does lose her head? Losing one's head is losing one's senses, losing one's control. ठीक है? Keep her wits about her. That means she managed to stay calm in that situation. Throw in the towel is to surrender. Jump the gun is to reach to a conclusion very quickly. So again, ये irrelevant हो जाएगा. B, must be our correct answer for question number 8. चलें आगे. I think बहुत सारे idioms हैं students, इसीलिए थोड़ा सा speed up करते हैं. Let's move to number 9 students. The startup is burning cash rapidly. The startup is burning cash rapidly. Unless they secure funding soon, what will happen? They will run out of cash. They'll run into financial troubles. So financial trouble के लिए, what is that phrasal verb that I'm looking for? What is that phrasal verb, students, for financial trouble? क्या phrasal verb है? Financial trouble, shutting down. I think it should be go under. Pull through is to manage to get through a difficult situation. Bounce back, come back करना. Stay afloat is staying in the market. Market से गायब नहीं हो रहे हो. So A must be the correct answer. Moving on now to question number 10, students. एक और word related, phrasal verb related एक question. जल्दी बताओ. His constant interruptions during the meeting began to dash on everyone's nerves. His constant interruptions during the meeting began to dash on everyone's nerves. Rub off, grate on, wear out, brush aside. What should be the correct answer, students? So, grate on one's nerves means to annoy, to irritate. Grate on, ये पूरा पूरा idiom है, students. Grate on one's nerves. To annoy, irritate. Where do we have that? Option B. Option B. Everyone has answered incorrectly. आपने इनकरेक्ट आंसर किया, फिर वीडियो एंड होगा, आप कमेंट्स में आके बोलोगे सर I do not agree with the answer of question 10. I do not agree with the answer of question this and that. Grate on one's nerve is to annoy, irritate. Rub off. Rub off means you're doing something. If you're highly energetic, my energy is rubbing off on you. That means you are also motivated by me. Similarly, if I'm doing something bad and you also start doing bad, that is also rubbing off on someone. Ki it is transferring to someone else in that way. Grate on one's nerve is to annoy, irritate kar dena. Bacha party, please tell me if there's still any cloud of confusion looming around. Once you say, हाँ sir, clarity है, perfection है, only then will I move to question 11. Only then will I move to question 11, students. Bolo. Chale? I think and I believe all of us are on the same page. Here is question number 11, students. Here is question number 11. Clarity है, ये देखकर मुझे मजा आया. Wear out is exhausted by something. Worn out is exhausted by something. Here is number 11. The lawyer advised his client not to dash by revealing unnecessary details. What should it be, students, for question number 11? द लॉयर एडवाइसेस क्लाइंट, देखो सारे यहाँ पे जितने भी idioms लिखे हुए हैं, आई नो यू पीपल वुड से सर मुझे सारे idioms पता है, आई हैव रेड दीज idioms somewhere, I have compiled these idioms in my notebook. I know you have done that. But what about the usage? I always emphasize usage is everything in IPMAT Indore exam. It is not about rote learning. It is not about mugging up the facts, mugging up the meanings. Usage is important. Correct answer would be cane of worms. Open a cane of worms का मतलब क्या होता है? So imagine I have a box. ठीक है, एक ऐसा box है. इसके अंदर बहुत सारे worms हैं. What would happen if I open it? Just tell me that. What would happen if I open this cane? I know spill the beans, reveal a secret. Add fuel to fire means making a bad situation worse. Let the cat out of the bag is again revealing a secret. But एक cane है मेरे पास that has a lot of worms. If I open the lid, what would happen? What would happen? Worms will come out. मतलब if you are opening a can of worms, there would be endless problems. एक के बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद एक. There will be a lot of worms coming out. So lawyer client को यही बोल रहा है कि यार unnecessary बात वहां मत बोलना, वरना फिर और क्रॉस क्वेश्चनिंग और फैक्ट्स और प्रॉब्लम्स निकल के आ सकती हैं. That is the context here. Please tell me, बच्चा पार्टी, if you agree with option A. क्योंकि आप अग्री करते हो या नहीं, दैट इज समथिंग विच मैटर्स. ठीक है. इफ आई ओपन अ केन ऑफ वर्म्स, वो प्रॉब्लम कभी खत्म ही नहीं होगी. ठीक है. इट विल गिव राइज टू subsequent problems, problem after problem after problem after problem. That would happen. So that was question 11. Correct answer being option A. I hope everyone agrees with me. Here is question number 12 for you. After years of rivalry, the two companies decide to dash and collaborate on a project. Opening a can of worms is like साइकिल स्टैंड वाला एग्जाम्पल सुना है ना आपने, कि कोई पार्किंग एरिया है, साइकिल स्टैंड या मोटरसाइकिल स्टैंड भी आप समझ सकते हो, कोई पार्किंग एरिया, वहां पे साइकिल्स पार्क्ड है. व्हाट विल हैपन इफ वन साइकिल फॉल्स? सारी गिरते रहेंगे. So similar to opening a can of worms. Shubham, I get your point. Shubham, if I am a lawyer and I have a client, I would say just stick to what I have said. Just stick to an answer in as precise a manner as possible. Now, if I start talking unnecessary there, फिर वो दूसरा लॉयर एक के बाद एक सवालों में फंसा लेगा. So that was the context. ठीक है. Uh, it should be bury the hatchet. That means to end a disagreement. End a disagreement. End disagreement. Moving to number 13, student. The journalist refused to dash and instead reported the story objectively. Here is number 13, guys. Here is number 13 for you. The journalist refused to toe the line and instead reported the story objectively. So the journalist refused to be bogged down by the situation and वो story को report किया. So A must be the correct answer. Call the shots means to be in control, be in power. Play second fiddle is playing a subordinate role. And what is take the plunge? I think majority of the students have answered take the plunge. तो मैं आपसे ही जानना चाहता हूँ what is the meaning of this idiom take the plunge? What is the meaning of this idiom, students? Take the plunge. I'll tell you why C is not the correct answer only when you people tell me the meaning of this idiom. Meaning बताओगे आप खुद difference समझ जाओगे. Why did I choose toe the line and not take the plunge? Anyone? Take the plunge is to take a bold move, to do something courageous. Is it related to that or am I wrong here? To take a bold move. To take a bold move. So this cannot be correct. The journalist refused to take a bold move. क्यों होगा? Why would यहाँ पे तो ये कह रहे हैं journalist uh, did something bold, did something difficult, right? So I think that answers the question. For those of you who answered C, बच्चों बोलो यथार्थ, कनिष्ठा, आकृति, deadly, हरकीरत. Please tell me, do you agree with it or not? ठीक है, अब समझ गए हो? लिखा हुआ refuse to do something bold. So refuse to do something bold नहीं होना चाहिए. I think everyone understands that now. Here is question number 14 coming your way, students. Here is question number 14 coming your way, students. Question number 14. His argument was convincing at first, but upon closer inspection, it began to dash. What should be the answer here? His argument was convincing at first, but closer inspection say it fell apart. Fell apart. It did not pan out as it was expected to. So one question on phrasal verb. Moving now to question number 15, students. बहुत सारे question करने हैं. Here is question 15. The company tried to dash. Here is question number 15. Here is question number 15. The company tried to dash by launching a flashy ad campaign despite poor product quality. Window dress, what is window dress, students? And then you have call it a day, that means to end. Cut corners is to take shortcuts. Take stock and window dress. What is window dressing? Window dress is the correct answer. बहुत बच्चों ने window dress answer किया है, which is the right answer. But what do you mean by window dress and what do you mean by take stock? बताओ. Cut corners is like corners पे ना जाके you're taking the shortcut. Window dress is just for show off. ठीक है. So I think if you understand what is window dressing is deceptive just for the appearance, just for showing it off, इस sense में होता है. And what is take stock? Take stock क्या meaning है यहाँ? क्या context है? Yes, the company is making up. It is trying to making up. It is trying to make up rather by window dressing and क्योंकि product quality गंदा था. ठीक है. So 15 के लिए I think we have answered. Here is question number 16. Here is number 16, students. Here is number 16. We are, I would say we have done 1/5 of the questions that I am intending to solve today. Only 1/5 because 80 idioms हैं students. Last में you people know, you people are familiar with my way of teaching कि last में बहुत सारे level of difficulty बढ़ने वाला है. She tends to dig in her heels. I think this is an idiom that we discussed in one of the previous questions. Digging into one's heel is refusing to give up, being adamant about your stand. Everyone has answered A, so I believe ये आपके लिए थोड़ा easy था. She tends to dig in her heels when criticized, refusing to acknowledge any mistake. Bend over backwards, go the extra mile, keep an open mind. क्या ये idioms पता है? और डू वी नीड कि हम यहाँ पे भी एक डिस्कशन करें? ईडीएम्स के स्टार्टिंग में आज से कुछ हम जब से ये सेशंस ले रहे हैं आज से कुछ 500 इयर्स बैक जब मैंने ईडीएम्स पढ़ाना स्टार्ट किया था आज से कुछ 500 साल पहले मैंने आपको कुछ कैटेगरीज बताए थे स्टूडेंट्स एंड ट्रस्ट मी इफ यू हैव वर्कड ऑनेस्टली ऑन दोस कैटेगरीज उस बच्चे के लिए ये ईडीएम्स ये क्वेश्चंस ब्रेड एंड बटर क्वेश्चंस है ना उस बच्चे के लिए बिल्कुल इजी क्वेश्चन है. सो दैट वाज क्वेश्चन 16 स्टूडेंट्स. कैटेगरीज डे वन से आज से आई नो 500 सम 506 इयर्स बैक 600 इयर्स बैक मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि कैटेगरीज बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है यार. वो ही 8 to 10 कैटेगरीज हैं जहां से ईडियम्स एग्जाम में सबसे ज्यादा आते हैं. सो हियर इज नंबर 17. ठीक है आई ट्राई कि यहां से मैं सारे डिस्कशंस आपके साथ करूं. Sudden market crash caught investors dash off guard, unprepared. That is what this phrase means. Unprepared. On the ball, क्या होता है ये आप मुझे बताओगे. In the loop, एक सर्कल में आप हो. Under the weather, this was an idiom. IPMAT 2024, IPMAT Indore 2024 का डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है. I was caught off guard. I was unprepared. I was not guarding at that time. I was unprepared. तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है. You must have seen कि मूवीज में आपने देखा होगा कि टेररिस्ट मिलिटेंट्स बैठ के पार्टी वार्टी कर रहे होते हैं, अचानक से इंडियन आर्मी जाती है, दे आर कॉट ऑफ गार्ड, और फिर आगे क्या होता है, आई थिंक यू पीपल नो अबाउट दैट. अंडर द वेदर इज फीलिंग अ लिटिल सिक. जो हमारे पेरेंट्स हमेशा हमें बोलते हैं कि यार वेदर चेंज हो रहा है, अपना ध्यान रखो, वेदर चेंज हो रहा है, वेदर चेंज हो रहा है. सो जब जब वेदर चेंज होता है आपको पता है क्या होता है. ठीक है. What is on the ball, students? On the ball is uh, to be alert, to the opposite of off guard. ठीक है. So that was 17 students. Moving on to question 18. Now this looks like a question of fillers. Question 18 students. ये fillers का question जिसको मैंने बताया था, इस question को मैंने बताया था कि I'll take you to the YouTube session. मैं ट्यूसडे को तुमको लेके चलूंगा, बट ये जिद करके ईडियम्स वाली ट्रेन में बैठ के आ गया. बट आई नो आप रेडी हो, आप आंसर कर पाओगे. हियर इज नंबर 18 गाइस. His remarks were subtle but clearly intended to dash his opponent's credibility. ओपोनेंट के क्रेडिबिलिटी को आप क्या करते हो? ओपोनेंट के क्रेडिबिलिटी को आप स्ट्रेंथन करोगे या वीकन करोगे? जस्ट टेल मी दैट. व्हाट वुड यू डू? ओपोनेंट के क्रेडिबिलिटी को गिराओगे ना, अंडरमाइन करोगे. वीकन, यस, दैट वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर. Weaken the opponent's credibility. So that is question 18, correct answer being option B. आगे बढ़ते हैं to question number 19, guys. The manager decided to dash and address the issue directly rather than delaying. He decided to dash. पिछला क्वेश्चन, as I said, उस क्वेश्चन को, उस फिलर्स के क्वेश्चंस को मैंने बोला था कि यार यूट्यूब पे तुमको प्रेजेंट करूंगा ऑन ट्यूसडे, बट द क्वेश्चन वाज सो एडमेंट, इट सेड नहीं सर मुझे आज ही चलना है. सो ठीक है, आज ही आ गया, कोई बात नहीं. द क्वेश्चन वाज वेरी एक्साइटेड फॉर यूट्यूब. हियर इज नंबर 19 स्टूडेंट्स. The manager decided to dash and address the issue directly rather than delaying it further. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try if I can come up with a session on RC. So he faced the music. That means he faced the unpleasant situation. He faced the unpleasant situation. Beating around the bush is not direct circumlocution कर रहे हैं. Passing the buck again is like passing the responsibility to someone else. Sitting on the fence is not able to decide whether I want to join BJP or I want to be with the Aam Aadmi Party. BJP Aam Aadmi Party समझ गए होगे. Sitting on the fence, not choosing any side. So that was question 19. Correct answer would be option A. And we have discussed the other idioms as well. Here is number 20 coming your way. Here is idiom number 20 coming your way, students. Yes, sitting on the fence is equivocating. Yes. Curve. बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो बेटा. Here is number 20. Number 20, guys. Despite initial setbacks, the team refused to dash and continued working. So, despite initial setbacks, you can say the team did not give up, refused to throw in the towel. Throw in the towel is to give up or surrender. Keep the ball rolling means keep working on something. Stay the course is also same. Back to square one is back to the first point, back to the basics. Throwing in the towel is to surrender. ये जॉन सीना फैन एक आ गया कह रहा है सर जॉन सीना says never give up. बिल्कुल. That should be the attitude. Do not throw in the towel. So that was question 20, A being the correct answer. This was just our first set of 20 questions. 80 questions हैं हमारे पास, as I said. Here is number 21, students. थोड़ा से शायद you might feel कि difficulty level धीरे 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 ऊपर जा रहा है. Here is question 21. Idiom number 21, MCQ number 21 for today, guys. Shubham has answered. Kick the cane down the road, bite off more than one can chew, draw a line in the sand, going back to the drawing board. Going back to the drawing board, जैसा ही था ये भी back to square one, going back to drawing board. These are similar idioms. Kicking the cane down the road would be the correct answer for question number 21. Kick the cane down the road. आप सड़क पे चल रहे हो, unnecessary you're kicking the cane down the road. You're wasting your time. वो तो नीचे जाएगा ही ना, मतलब why do you need to even kick it? वो तो roll भी कर सकता है. So committee's decision, हाँ, आप बस you're wasting time basically. To delay the report seems like an attempt until the controversy dies down. कि मतलब बस टाइम पास कर रहे हो, आप सड़क पे चल के आप बस टाइम पास कर रहे हो. You're wasting your efforts, wasting your time. ठीक है. Idiom 21 आया. Idiom 21 होता है खत्म. A is the correct answer. Moving on to number 22. His tendency to dash during debates often irritates his peers as he focuses on trivial distinctions. So here is question number 22, guys. Number 21. His tendency to play by the ear. Where is it written? Option D. Call it quits is to abandon, is to say you've retired, you've given up on something. Splitting hairs, focusing on unnecessary minute details. Take a back seat, take a subordinate role. Play by the ear is not being serious enough. Not being serious enough. I think none of you got this correct. आई वुड से प्ले बाय द ईयर। अगर आपने ये ईडियम पहली बार देखा है, प्लीज सर्च दैट एंड प्लीज टेल मी कि हाँ सर, बात सही है। प्लीज टेल मी स्टूडेंट्स, आई एम गिविंग यू वन मोर चांस टू कम ऑन माई साइड। आप आ सकते हो अभी भी, यू स्टिल हैव दैट चांस। यस, ये मतलब आप, इफ समवन इज फोकसिंग ऑन स्मॉल डिटेल्स, अच्छा ट्रिवियल डिस्टिंक्शंस लिखा हुआ है बट इरिटेट्स भी लिखा हुआ है, इरिटेट्स भी लिखा हुआ है, then I would say in that case we must obliterate this question। छोड़ देते हैं इसको, छोड़ देते हैं। आई गेट योर पॉइंट कि बाद वाला पार्ट ट्रिवियल डिटेल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे इरिटेट की बात कर रहे हैं। सो वी मस्ट लीव दिस क्वेश्चन। वी डू नॉट हैव ऑल द टाइम इन द वर्ल्ड कि हम एक क्वेश्चन के पीछे परेशान हो। लेट्स फोकस ऑन क्वेश्चन 23 गाइस। Let's focus on question 23. Here is question 23. Talks about a sudden policy shift has dashed many small businesses, leaving them struggling to adapt. Thrown a spanner into the works. What is throwing a spanner into someone's work? Causing disturbances. Has caused disturbances. So A must be the correct answer. Cross the Rubicon. If you people have been attending the sessions regularly, crossing the Rubicon is taking an irreversible step. Burning your bridges is leaving no chance to come back. Hit the nail on the head is being very precise and exact. चारों idioms पे discussion हो चुका है. It's time we move to idiom number 34 to 24, guys. And if you people are new to the channel, if you people have not subscribed to this number one channel for IPMAT, I wonder what you people are doing. क्या करना चाह रहे हो? कब करोगे सब्सक्राइब? If you guys are enjoying the sessions, आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो, and if you are enjoying my session, like करो. If you're facing any problem, chat में मुझे बताओ. आपका चैनल है, आपका सेशन है, आपका टीचर है. Please discuss the things that you feel. Anything, मतलब जो भी ऐसा लग रहा है कि IPMAT इंदौर VA में प्रॉब्लम है, just write it down, students. I am here to help you out with it. Here is question 24. She refused to dash and instead stood firm on her principles despite the pressure. She refused to do what? Enjoying the session. That's a good thing. Enjoy भी करो, चीजें सीखो. As I said on Saturday हमारा सेशन था, आज हमारा सेशन है. I have a session tomorrow. Fillers, उसके बाद ग्रामर. 4 topics that I would say are जिसके मार्क्स ना मतलब लूज नहीं करने चाहिए कहीं भी. Back out would be correct. Then of course, right before the actual exam, जो next Monday है, there will be a session, there will be a marathon session. दिन भर इंग्लिश पढ़ाऊंगा. उसमें आरसी भी होगा, उसमें पैराजंबल भी होगा, एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग जो अभी तक छूट भी गया है शायद सब होगा वहां पे. So that was question 24, correct answer being option B. Let's move to question 25, students. I know the idioms are looking familiar, but it is not about the familiarity. It is about usage. It is about the contextual meaning जिस पे मैं बार बार emphasize करता हूँ. Here is the next one. The CEO's optimistic projections turned out to be nothing more than an attempt to dash. What should it be? Question 25. Paint the town red. Yes, building castles in here. He was giving false hope. Paint the town red to celebrate. Gild the lily पे discussion कर चुके. Throw caution to the wind means take risk. Take serious risk. Throwing caution to the wind is like जो होगा देखा जाएगा. I am doing this now. फुल रिस्क में कोई कॉशन नहीं, कोई किसी चीज का कोई टेंशन नहीं है. सो फॉर 25 इट वुड बी ऑप्शन सी, स्टूडेंट्स, द करेक्ट आंसर. मूविंग ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 26. Moving on to number 26. The manager tends to dash. This is question number 26, as I said. Tends to dash, expecting employees to work overtime without compensation. It should be cutting corners. Should be cutting corners. He wants the employees कि वो काम करें और compensation की उम्मीद ना करें. So this is like avoiding a situation. देखो cutting corners का मतलब simple होता है कि generally ऐसा चलना चाहिए. If I say you're cutting corners, तो ये ऐसा हो जाएगा. इसके corners cut कर दिए. कुछ ऐसा. Push the envelope, move the goalpost, exploit the situation तो कोई idiom नहीं होता है. Move the goalpost is to do something very dramatic. बहुत ड्रामेटिक करने को नहीं बोल रहे, सिर्फ ओवर टाइम कुछ आवर्स के लिए बोल रहे हैं. ठीक है. So that would not be correct. D is the correct answer for question 27. Moving on to question number, sorry, that was question 26, I guess. This is question number 27 coming your way. This is question number 27 coming your way, students. The lawyer warned that pursuing the case further might dash for the client. Now I think because these idioms are such जिन पे हम एक बार डिस्कशन कर चुके हैं, so it becomes easier for you people now to eliminate the options. It becomes easier because अब ये idioms session में second time आ रहे हैं. Because they are here for the second time, it is easy for my students now. Is it easy, guys? I think it is. Open a Pandora's box, similar to opening a can of worms. Opening the Pandora's box is similar to opening a can of worms. A. मूव द गोल पोस्ट का मीनिंग क्या होता है? देखो, मूव द गोल पोस्ट का ना, जो बहुत देर से आप लोग कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो, मूविंग द गोल पोस्ट इज लाइक डूइंग समथिंग वेरी ड्रामेटिक, मतलब बहुत, कि जनरली मैं आपके साथ क्लासेस कर रहा हूँ 3 आवर्स 4 आवर्स का. नाउ इफ आई टेक अ सेशन ऑफ 24 आवर्स इंडिविजुअली मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, सो दैट वुड बी लाइक मूविंग अ गोल पोस्ट, जहां आप बोलोगे कि सर इतना ड्रामेटिक चेंज, सो वो होता है मूविंग द गोल पोस्ट. ठीक है. I think everyone had that confusion. Here is question 28 for you. Here is question 28. Mend faces is to make up for something. Yes. So his apology did little to mend faces after the damage had already been done. That the damage had already been done का मतलब ये होगा कि लोग, मतलब they were not interested in his apology. He had already made such a mistake. So A must be the correct answer, students. Here is number 29 for you. Here is question number 29. Here's question number 29. We are 1 hour into our YouTube session, or I can see the energy getting a little deteriorated. Energy कम तो नहीं हो रही है, students? You have to do this. I mean, कोई option नहीं है ना? Here is question 29. The journalist questions were designed to dash the minister into revealing more than intended. What should it be? I think it should be back into a corner. Back into a corner is trying to draw out information from someone. So A must be correct. Beat around the bush, again circumlocution. Let sleeping dogs lie, तो मतलब reveal ना करें, जो जैसा है status को ही रहने दें. Manipulate to reveal something, हाँ. To manipulate to reveal something. So A must be the correct answer. Moving on to number 30. Moving on to number 30. Let sleeping dogs lie means let the situation be as it is. Idiom number 30 coming your way. So we have now done 37.5% of the questions that I aimed today. 30 out of 80. The team's victory was unexpected as they had been dashed throughout the tournament. Underdog, driver's seat, on cloud nine, or in hot water. They had been they had been the underdogs. Underdogs are unexpected winners. Underdog, or you could say a dark horse. A dark horse. Nobody was really giving them a chance कि वो जीत सकते हैं. So that is what underdogs and dark horses. In hot water is in trouble. On cloud nine, extremely happy. In a driver's seat is being in a dominant position. So अगर dominant position में होता so ये unexpected नहीं होता. So बच्चा पार्टी, that is our question number 30. खत्म होता है. Let's move to question number 31. The company decided to dash by discontinuing its least profitable product. The company decided to dash by discontinuing its least profitable products. Trim the fat. मतलब एक तरीके का cost cutting. And I think everyone has answered A since you people have done that. इस पे अब discussion करना नहीं बनता है. Moving now to question number 32. Question 32 पे आते आते आपका साथ के साथ में मैथ्स का भी एक टेस्ट लेता जा रहा हूँ. So 32 out of 80 कितने परसेंट क्वेश्चंस हो चुके हैं हमारे? कितने परसेंट क्वेश्चंस कर चुके हैं स्टूडेंट्स? His remarks during the meeting seemed to dash his own argument rather than support it. I think we've done such a question. We have done such a question. Once again, ये उसी question का भाई है. As I said, इन questions को मैंने बोला था कि यार YouTube पे launch कर दूंगा, but on Tuesday. But they were in such a hurry. They were like, नहीं मुझे आज ही चलना है, आपके साथ चलना है. So here they are. Undermine his own argument rather than support it. B must be the correct answer. Maths के questions भी answer कर रहे हो, देख के अच्छा लग रहा है. That you have so many tabs open in your mind. और ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. So we are done with 40% part of our session for today. Here is idiom number 33, students. Here is number 33. Number 33, the sudden influx of orders has dashed the company's resources. Sudden influx of orders. क्या हुआ है यहाँ पे? Stretched thin. Well done. Stretched thin the company's resources. कंपनी के resources ना बड़े stretch से हो गए. Resources There is a paucity of resources now. Paucity, कुछ याद आया? Paucity, dearth, meager, those kind of words. याद आया? That was number 33. Moving on to number 34, students. She managed she managed to dash despite the chaotic situation around her. I know there is no dearth of confidence among my students, but exam में there is a lot of dearth of time. Time का बहुत कमी होता है. She managed to do what? She managed to keep her cool despite the chaotic situation around her. She managed to keep her cool. She managed to stay calm in that particular situation. Stay calm, keep her cool. Again, A पर बार बार मैंने mark कर दिया. That was question 34. Students, moving on to question number 35. क्या question 35 के साथ क्या हुआ? Do I need to tell that story? या ये story आपको पता है already? बताओ. Question 35. When was it expected to be in the YouTube session? I know आप story जानते हो उसके पीछे. The politician's speech was clearly intended to dash public sentiment. Public sentiment को शांत करना, कम करना, to pacify, to mollify, to soothe. That is the kind of word that I'm looking for in question number 35. Pacify, mollify, soothe, appease. It would be option B. The politician's speech was clearly intended to quell public sentiment. Public sentiment को कम करना चाहता था. Quell public sentiment. Making peace, calm down karna. So that is 35, students. Moving on to question number 36, idiom number, MCQ number 36 for today's session. Number 36 for today's session. The negotiation reached a point where neither side was willing to dash. Neither side was willing to budge an inch, take the plunge, make ends meet, break the bank. Neither side reached a point where neither side was willing to budge an inch. Neither side was willing to give up. Neither side was willing to give an inch. बिल्कुल भी negotiate नहीं करना चाह रहे थे. Neither side wanted to compromise. Neither side wanted to negotiate. कोई negotiation नहीं करना चाह रहे थे. They were happy with the situation. They were happy with the impasse. So A must be our correct answer for question 36. Here is number 37. Number 37. Number 37 coming your way. Number 37. His constant boasting began to grate on his colleagues. Grate on matlab wahi, if someone comes here and starts boasting about what he has done, it would start to irritate or annoy you. So B must be the correct answer for question number MCQ number 37, students. Here is number 38 coming your way. Number 38 coming your way. The detective refused to dash until he had uncovered the truth. Number 38, students. Number 38, the detective refused to let it slide. That means he did not want to give even even a single uh, you could say he did not want कि यार थोड़ा सा भी मौका दो. He did not want it to slide from his grasp. So let it slide, given in option A, must be our correct answer for question number 38. एक बार मुझे जरा चैट में comments में ये बता दो, do you like the difficulty level of today's session? What do you want to comment about the difficulty level of today's session? Easy, medium, hard, एग्जाम लेवल, कौन सा लेवल? यू डिसाइड, यू टेल मी कौन सा लेवल आप फील कर रहे हो. दैट वाज 39, sorry, that was 38. Moving now to MCQ number 39 for today's session. Number 39. The new regulations expected to dash corruption in the system. करप्शन को क्या कर सकते हैं हम? What do we want to do, students? Do we want to fuel corruption? Do we want to instigate corruption? क्या हम चाहते हैं करप्शन और बढ़ जाए? क्या हम चाहते हैं करप्शन बढ़ जाए? Of course not. The new regulations are expected to curb corruption in the system. Curb करना, restrict, prohibit. Yes, आकृति, I know. But फिर भी ये बोलूंगा, प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स को देखो. Go back, see the previous year papers. उसमें idioms के कैसे questions आए. And then think about the categories that I have discussed in classes and in other YouTube sessions. कि idioms के लिए what are those 8 to 10 categories जो हमें करना है. सारी चीजें उसके अंदर ही fall कर रही हैं. She decided to dash and pursue her passion despite the risk involved. She decided to take a plunge. Take a plunge. Hedging one's bet is a different thing. वो सिर्फ अपनी value assess करने के context में होता है. So A must be the correct answer for question 40. I don't think ये क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए कि 40 आउट ऑफ 80 कितना होता. आई थिंक वी आर डन थ्रू the first half of our session for today. Here is idiom number 41. Here is question number 41 coming your way. The company's sudden success seems too good to be true. It might just dash. It might just be a flash in the pan, that is something something that looks promising, something that looks promising but fails to materialize. Something that looks promising but fails to materialize. Initially देखकर लगता है कि मजा आ गया, but then it doesn't fall into something. Like आईपीएल में आपने देखा होगा ना, there are some players जिनको फर्स्ट सेकंड मैचेस में देखकर लगता है वाओ दैट बच्चा इज दैट प्लेयर इज सो गुड, फिर कहाँ गायब हो जाता है पता नहीं चलता. So flash in the pan is something that looks promising but fails to materialize into something substantial. Question 41 आया, question 41 जाता है. A was the correct answer. It's time we move to question number 42. Question number 42, guys. क्वेश्चन नंबर 42 एक दिन पहले आ गया है सेशन में, एक दिन पहले आ गया, इसको कल आना था, बट द क्वेश्चन वाज इन सच अ हरी कि मैं क्या बताऊं. Sarcastic comments were intended to dash his rival's achievement. So sarcastic comments were intended to belittle someone. Sarcastic comments क्यों होते हैं? नीचा दिखाने के लिए. ठीक है. So A must be our correct answer for question 42. 42 questions हो चुके हैं. Here is number 43 coming your way. Number 43, students, jaldi. I'll give you only 20 seconds for this question. Chalo. Question 43. The teacher advised the students not to dash when answering the questions, not to beat around the bush. An idiom that you would say, sir, ऐसा idiom तो हम बहुत बार देख चुके हैं, बहुत time waste नहीं करना है. The other three idioms are, you could say, the opposite. Cut to the chase, matlab straight to the point, hit the nail on the head, get to the point. These are all similar in meaning. So not wasting a lot of time now on question 44. Moving to question number 44. अच्छा 43 था वो. Here is number 44. Number 44. Number 44. Number 44. The CEO's decision to resign came as a shock as he had always been dash in the company. A pillar of strength. Pillar of strength. Loose cannon, not so good. Dark horse is someone who is an unexpected player, unexpected winner. Scapegoat is someone who is blamed for the mistakes that someone else does. ठीक है. So I know, and I'm sure you people are familiar with the other idioms as well. A is the correct answer for question 44. Moving on to question number 45. Moving on to question number 45, students. Number 45. The negotiations were going well until one party decided to dash at the last moment. यार बढ़िया चल रहे थे negotiations. Negotiations बढ़िया चल रहे थे but लास्ट मोमेंट लास्ट मिनट पे एक पार्टी ने बोला यार रहने देते हैं, लेट्स नॉट नेगोशिएट. सो दे डिसाइडेड टू बैक आउट एट द लास्ट मोमेंट. That was question 45. Moving to question number 46. And 46, nahi, 50. After idiom number 50, I have some tricky idioms जहां पे सारे ऑप्शंस आपको लगेंगे सर ये भी हो सकता है, सर वो भी हो सकता है. But that is where the challenge lies. Trap options coming your way after question number 50, students. Questions of trap options वहां पे आपको दिखेंगे. The sudden announcement dash everyone, leaving them stunned. Sudden announcement, sudden discussion, you were not prepared for something, took aback, nahi hoga. It would be caught off guard. Caught off guard would be correct. आकृति, of course ऐसे ही questions आईपी मैट में होते हैं. लैंग्वेज थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. सेंटेंस कुड बी अ लिटिल लेंदी, बट idioms यही हैं, phrases यही हैं, चीजें यही हैं सारी. So caught off guard would be the correct answer for question 46. Moving now to question 47. As I said, after question 50, जैसा पैरा कंप्लीशन में हुआ था ना, देयर वाज सेट 3 दैट हैड 15 क्वेश्चंस, जिसमें ए बी सी सारे ऑप्शन सेम लग रहे थे. कुछ बच्चों ने कमेंट भी किया सर वी डू नॉट एग्री, जो आई मीन उनका ओपिनियन हो सकता है, बट दैट इज व्हाई आई हैड दोस क्वेश्चंस कि बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो और वो कंफ्यूजन दूर हो. ये कंफ्यूजन्स इन यूट्यूब सेशंस में हो जाए, इन क्लासेस में हो जाए, डायरेक्ट आईपी मैट इंदौर एग्जाम में अगर ऐसे कंफ्यूजन होंगे वहां पे आप कमेंट नहीं कर पाओगे. ठीक है. क्वेश्चन 47, स्टूडेंट्स. द कंपनीज अटेम्प्ट टू डैश its declining profit through creative accounting was eventually exposed. It was eventually exposed. That means they were trying to fabricate some data. They were trying to tinker with the data. Companies attempt to cook the books, that means to fabricate the data, fabricate the numbers, ये cook the books होता है. So that was 47. बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्कशन इस पे नहीं करेंगे. I want कि आप बहुत ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर लो, जितना ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस हो सके एग्जाम से पहले, क्योंकि आई नो बुक्स आप खत्म कर चुके हो, पीवाईपीज आप कर चुके हो, मॉक्स आप बहुत सारे दे चुके हो. सो फ्रॉम वेयर विल यू गेट न्यू प्रैक्टिस मटेरियल, फ्रॉम वेयर यू विल गेट न्यू कंटेंट? यही मिलेगा. आई एम हियर टू डू दैट फॉर यू. ये सारा फ्रेश कंटेंट है. दिस इज अ कंटेंट दैट यू माइट नॉट हैव सीन, कहीं भी नहीं देखा होगा. Despite the challenges, the team managed to dash and complete the project on time. The team managed to pull through something. They managed to navigate through a difficult situation. Bar bar, it is not possible. 47 में B. Balance the books. There is no such idiom like balancing the books, Akriti. Idiom होता है cook the books. So ये कोई idiom ही नहीं है. Simple. Moving to question number 49, students. As I said, question 50 के बाद level of difficulty थोड़ा ऊपर चला जाएगा, ट्रैप आ जाएगा. उस ट्रैप में आप मत फंसना. Here is number 49. The politician throw in the towel. Aditi means to surrender. Throw in the towel means to surrender. The politician tried to dash by avoiding direct answers to difficult questions. He tried to avoid the issues. He tried to dodge the issue. Face the music is to confront a problem. Speak one's mind means speak honestly. Take a stand, being firm on something. So 49th question खत्म होता है. Question 50. And इसके बाद ट्रैप ऑप्शंस वाले idioms आपका इंतजार कर रहे हैं. Similar type of questions आप IPMAT Indore 2026 में 4th of May को expect कर सकते हो. Next one. The manager warned employees not to dash. Even minor errors could have serious consequences. The manager warned them कि भाई cut corners मत करना. A. Chalo, we are done with the 5 by 8 part of today's session. 62.5% of today's session is done, students. Last 30 questions, and before we move to the last 30 questions, there are 20 questions जो high trap options हैं. Last के 10 idioms you would say sir थोड़े easy से लग रहे हैं, देखे हुए से लग रहे हैं, सुने हुए से लग रहे हैं. That would happen. बचा पार्टी trap options किसके लिए है? Will you get trapped in these questions? क्या इन questions में trap हो जाओगे? Starting from question 51. क्या आप trap होने वाले हो? What can I expect? You've done the easy ones. I know easy to moderate level कर लिया है. But trap में नहीं फंसना है. Trap में नहीं फंसना है. Let's start number 51. 20 idioms, students. Won't get trapped. Okay. 20 idioms, guys. Despite being provoked repeatedly, he chose to dash and avoid escalating the conflict. I think the trap or the confusion that you people have is is between options A and option B. Right, guys? Is it between option A and B? So the correct answer would be hold his tongue is refusing to speak anything. कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे हो. कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे हो. Bite one's tongue is to swallow your words. मतलब आप बोलना कुछ चाहते हो बट बोल रहे हो थोड़ा पोलाइट तरीके से. इफ यू नो यू नो. आप किसी के ऊपर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हो, कुछ गंदा बोलना चाहते हो बट यू बाइटिंग योर टंग, मतलब थोड़ा सा शुगर कोट करके बोल दिया. So hold one's tongue, hold his tongue would be correct. Hold his tongue is not speaking anything. Lips are sealed. So that was 51A being the correct answer. Bolo. Confusion दूर हुआ. Why A, why not B? Is this clear to everyone? Why A, why not B? ये doubt है क्या किसी को? I hope you people now understand the difference between holding your tongue and biting one's tongue. Biting your tongue. That was 51. कंफ्यूजन दूर हुआ. मजा आया या नहीं आया बता दो जल्दी. We do not have the entire day, students. Please tell me. Question 51 में anyone any doubts? I hope there is clarity among the students कि कहाँ पे hold your tongue, कहाँ पे biting one's tongue would be correct. ठीक है. Moving on to question 52. Question 52. Question number 52, students. Question number 52. What should it be, guys? A, B, C, क्या क्या लग रहा है? It should be ally fears. The CEO's announcement was meant to ally fears, ally concerns of fears. ये concerns नहीं होना चाहिए था, I think. I think the structuring is a little unclear here, little wrong. But it ended up causing more panic. So A must be the correct answer. A is correct. Next one. Number 53. Number 53. The lawyer's argument seemed strong initially but began to dash under scrutiny. Confusing phrasal verbs. The lawyer's argument fell apart, began to fall apart. Pieces में हो गया ये, अलग अलग हो गया, fall apart. B must be the correct answer and I think मैंने बहुत बार आपको ये बताया कि the verb fall is very important students because with fall we have so many phrasal verbs and some of those phrasal verbs are even very confusing. So if you're wondering what should I revise in the remaining 7 days that I have, I would say go back, open your notebook and phrasal verbs start कर दो. Phrasal verbs is something जो last day तक एक revision करोगे, it would help. Here is number 54. Overly controlling. Akriti, it means to calm down. Number 54. As you people have answered, it should be option A, students. She tends to let power go to her head when given authority, often becoming overly controlling. देखो, taking matters into one's hand is like taking control. तो ये overly यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ overly controlling, so B cannot be correct. Calling the shots is taking decisions, making choices. So again, not in that sense कि बहुत over, बहुत extreme, ऐसा sense नहीं है. Run the show is again controlling things, but यहाँ पे overly controlling मतलब सर के ऊपर से चला गया है in that manner. So A must be our correct answer. Moving on to question 55. सारे idioms I would ask you people कि आप सारे idioms एक बार search करो. Then only you can understand what are those subtle differences between idioms that look quite similar in meaning. Number 55. The manager decided to dash and address the issue head on instead of delaying it further. What should it be, guys, for this one? क्या लगता है? Do you understand the difference between these idioms, students? I think grasp the nettle would be correct here. Grasp the nettle is decisive tackling of an unpleasant issue. Decisive tackling of an unpleasant issue. Now, bite the bullet and face the music. is like facing a situation. Grasp the nettle में हम face भी कर रहे हैं, tackle भी कर रहे हैं, we are trying to overcome that situation as well. ये difference होता है, ये difference होता है, as I said. These idioms look close. You would say sir ये idioms similar लग रहे हैं, ये ऐसे लग रहे हैं, ये वैसे लग रहे हैं, but तीनों idioms को isolation में एक बार search करना, पढ़ना, you'll understand कि क्या subtle differences यहाँ पे हैं. ठीक है. That was number 56, 55. Uh, a tough pill to swallow, I would say. Here is number 56. His remarks were intended to dash. Remarks were intended to dash the tension, but they had the opposite effect. I think the structuring of the sentence might look a little awkward, but I think answer karna would not be a problem. So Yatharth has answered, and it seems his answer is correct. Remarks were intended to pour oil on troubled waters. इस idiom का meaning क्या होता है? मुझे कौन बताएगा? Pour oil in troubled waters. What does this idiom mean, students? What do you understand by this idiom? B is the correct answer. Akriti, Yashwin, correct answers. But who would tell me the meaning of this idiom? Pouring oil in troubled waters. Trying to calm down, trying to calm a situation, or exaggerating a situation. ठीक है. So that was 56. Moving to question number 57. The sudden resignation seems to have dash within the organization. Rock the boat, stir the pot, upset the apple cart, ruffled some feathers. All right, so question 56 was relatively easy. Here is number 7. Rock the boat, stir the pot, upset the apple cart, or ruffle feathers. Question 57. Question 57, guys. Now resignation से क्या होगा? थोड़ा सा mild disturbance होगा. So we need an idiom जो mild disturbance के लिए होता है. So that is ruffle some feathers. Mild disturbance. Mild disturbance. Mild disturbance. ठीक है? Anyone, any doubts? Rock the boat is a major obstacle. Stir the pot again cause a lot of disturbance, major disturbance. Upset the apple cart. So apple cart upset करना is like order आगे पीछे होना. Order sequence के sense में होता है. So for that reason I chose option D. Please tell me question 57 एक ऐसा question था जहां पे every option seemed like a correct answer. Every option seemed like the correct answer, right? यही डेवलप करना है एग्जाम में. देयर वुड बी सच ट्रैप ऑप्शंस, देयर वुड बी सम क्वेश्चंस जो आपको ऐसे फंसाने की कोशिश करेंगे. फंसना मत. दैट वाज नंबर 57. डिस्कशन काफी कर चुके हैं. दैट दिस इज रिलेटेड टू माइल्ड डिस्टर्बेंस. ये दोनों थोड़ा मेजर ऑब्स्टिकल के सेंस में होता है. अपसेटिंग द एप्पल कार्ट इज लाइक डिस्टर्बिंग द ऑर्डर इन सीक्वेंस ऑफ थिंग्स. बोलो. हो गया डिस्कशन. Moving now to 58. लो. सारे यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहे हैं कि सर सारे idioms तो सेम है. All these idioms, all the answer choices look similar. Akriti, I didn't get your point, beta. Please frame your question in a better manner. Frame karo. I'll try to answer that. बताओ. Question 57 में अगर कोई doubt है, please frame it in a better way. Company tried to dash by highlighting minor improvements while improving, while ignoring major flaws. So these are some, on the surface or superficial changes. These are on the surface, superficial changes. So A must be our correct answer. Paper over the cracks. छुपाने की कोशिश ऊपर ऊपर से. Gloss over different होता है. A is the correct answer for question 58. Moving now to question number 59. As we get close to the 60th question, मतलब 60 question हमारे हो जाएंगे. That would be 3/4 hour of our session. So we are going at a right pace. जो मैंने सोचा था वैसा ही चल रहे हैं हम. Here is 59 students. He tends to dash when confronted with criticism, refusing to accept his fault. Number 59. Tends to dig his heels. Dig his heels. Stand his ground, generally stand one's ground, stick to one's gun, hold one's own. This is majorly, you could say, used in a positive manner. Dig in one's heel is like someone, even when he is wrong, he is not accepting his mistake. So ये adamant, obdurate, stubborn उस sense में use होता है. So A must be the correct answer here. Next question, students. Question number 60. 75% of our session is done for today. Here is number 60, students. The politician tried to dash by giving vague and evasive answers. सारे options आप बोलोगे सर सारे similar लग रहे हैं. What to do? What to choose? What to ignore? Politician tried to dodge the issue by giving vague and evasive answers. B is correct. I know you might be saying sir A और B में क्या difference है. So Google कर लेना इसको. Google नहीं करना है मैं बता देता हूँ. Beat around the bush is ignoring the main issue. ठीक है. ये क्या कर रहा है? Dodging the issue. How is dodging the issue different? कि मुझसे पूछा कुछ गया है मैं आंसर कुछ और कर रहा हूँ. You must have seen politicians से जाके मीडिया पूछ रही है कि सर क्या लगता है about unemployment, and he starts giving vague answers कि यार वो ईरान और रशिया का कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा है, that is leading to unemployment. So that is dodging the issue. Quite similar. I am not saying कि बहुत ज्यादा difference होता है, but for this question I would choose option B. I know it might be a bitter pill to swallow, but ऐसे ही confusing options, ऐसे ही trap options आपको actual exam में दिखेंगे. ठीक है. Here is number 61 coming your way. We are now down to the last 20 idioms for today's session. The deal seemed too good to be true and eventually dash. The deal seemed too good to be true and eventually fell through. Fell through would be correct. It means it did not materialize into something substantial. It did not go the whole hog. So A must be the correct answer. Yatharth, Garv, Harkirat, Yashwin, Shreya, Akriti, everyone. I think A is the correct answer. Here is number 62, students. We have done similar questions. We've done similar questions. जो हमने पढ़ा है ना उसी को ही ट्रैप कंफ्यूजन इन फॉर्म्स में मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ. सो व्हाई विल दिस हेल्प? आपका रिपीटेशन हो जा रहा है. एक ही इडियम आप पूरे सेशन में आई थिंक 3 to 4 टाइम्स कर रहे हो, तो देयर इज नथिंग लाइक कि सेशन के बाद यू हैव टू गो थ्रू द पेजेस एंड स्टार्ट लर्निंग दोज इडियम्स. नहीं है, सेशन के एंड तक सब कुछ याद हो जाएगा. Here is number 62. Here is number 62, students. Number 62. She managed to dash despite her the chaos ensuring. Keep her wits about her. Again, keeping calm. Keeping calm. Keeping calm. D must be your correct answer, students, for question number 62. Moving on to 63 and 64. 63, students. Jaldi say, let's quickly sail through these questions. Here is 63. The company's aggressive strategy could dash if not handled carefully. Curve, बेटा दोनों में differences एक बार देखना. You will understand why this and why not that. Here is number 63. It should be the company's aggressive strategy could, only the strategy can backfire. ठीक है, backfire if not handled carefully. So A is the correct answer. Now these are some easy phrasal verbs, तो इनके जल्दी जल्दी थोड़ा आगे निकलते हैं. ठीक है, 64 पे आते हैं जरा. 64 students. His attempts to apologize seem more like a way to dash than to genuinely fix things. I think we have had a discussion on such a question. Have we? I think we have had. Here is number 64 students. Number 64. Number 64. So for number 64, I think it should be option A. His attempts to apologize, save face, make amends, mend fences, bury the hatchet. I know these are some idioms, these are some phrases जो हम सेशन में बहुत बार कर चुके हैं. So इसलिए इन questions पे बहुत discussion नहीं. A would be the correct answer. Moving to number 65, guys. Number 65 for today's session. Number 65, let's see if you can crack this one. The new employee is still trying to dash and understand workplace dynamics. Find his feet, get his bearings, learn the ropes, settle in. What should be our correct answer for question number 65? I think Millen has answered. Well done, Millen. And yes, that is the correct answer. Safe face. Sorry, safe face. Previous question ka tha. It should be find his feet. Finding one's feet is trying to, being able to stabilize yourself, trying to settle into something. So we are done with number 65. 82.5 or 81.75% of our session is done. Here is number 66. Number 66 coming your way. Number 66, students. The manager's constant interference began to dash the team's morale. मैनेजर बार बार अगर टीम को परेशान करेगा, so what would happen? Morale would go down, but which phrase are we looking for? It would drag down intentionally. किसी चीज को आप नीचे ला रहे हो ना, so it would drag down the morale. Wear down is something that happens gradually because of exhaustion. Like my energy, I'm wearing down a little bit. है ना, धीरे धीरे पढ़ाते पढ़ाते. So bring down is to dismantle something. Bring down का वो sense होता है, तो bring down would not be correct. Weigh down would be incorrect. The drag something down would be the correct answer. Number 67 coming your way. He tried to dash by blaming others for his own mistake. He tried to he tried to pass the buck. Pass the buck is to not take the responsibility, not take the blame for something. Instead, you pass it to someone else. So A must be the correct idiom in context. Moving on to question 68. The project is still in its early stages, so it's too soon to dash. Too soon to what? Too soon to jump the conclusion, call the shots, take a call, draw the line. If something is in its early stages, I would say it is too soon to decide कि आगे क्या होने वाला है. Where will it end? So it is too soon to jump to conclusions. इतने जल्दी conclude करना would not be a wise thing to do. That was number 68. Moving now to number 69. Number 69. Question 70 के बाद you can relax a little because I have 10 direct idioms. And I know वो idioms आपके लिए easy होंगे. Her success did not happen overnight. She had to pay her dues for years. Pay her dues means she had to do what she was asked to do. That means अगर उसको बोला गया था कि यार you have to study for 8 hours or 10 hours, so she was doing that. वो continuous थी. Paying her dues का मतलब यहाँ पे ये है she did what was asked of her. So B must be the correct answer for question number 69. Moving to question 70, guys. Moving to question 70. Idioms का ये सेशन आपको कैसा लग रहा है? Please tell me once the session is over. You can drop your appreciation in the comment section. Biding one's time का मतलब होता है you're taking your time. That is what binding one's time mean. ठीक है. As I say, we are doing 80 questions today, 80 questions on idioms and phrases. Tomorrow I'll be back with fillers, and on Wednesday I'll be here with grammar. All right, guys. Certain criticism seems to put him on the spot as he struggled to respond. I know A and D are very similar, but for this question, the correct answer must be option D. We are throw him off balance भी हो सकता है, but वो generally physical sense में होता है when you're thrown off balance. So as I say, these are quite similar in meaning. They are not same, they are similar in meaning. There's a difference between these two things. So that was the answer for question 70. Now we have some easy peasy idioms, students, because you people have worked so hard for the last 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think you deserve 10 easy peasy idioms as well. Here is number 71. To beard the lion in his den. क्या मीनिंग हो सकता है? कि शेर की गुफा में जाके शेर को मार के आ रहे हो, कुछ ऐसा? Something like that. बताइए. 71 is here. तो मतलब शेर के बिल्कुल गुफा में जाके, टू कन्फ्रंट अ पावरफुल पर्सन इन देयर ओन डेन. एनिमल ईडियम. अब लास्ट 9 idioms है एंड वील सेल थ्रू दीज idioms. 20 seconds, 30 seconds दूंगा, not more than that. Here is number 72 coming your way. To throw one's hat in the ring. To throw one's hat in the ring. Hat ring में फेंक दिया. क्यों? What could be the reason for that? Why would someone do that, students? Why would someone throw his hat in a particular ring? Why would he do that? By filling the form of IPMAT Indore, you have also thrown your hat in the ring. कि मैं भी हूँ. I am also contesting. I am also fighting for that elusive, that coveted seat. So to declare one's candidacy or participation in something, C must be the correct answer for 72. Here is idiom number 73. Carry the coals to Newcastle. Carry coals to Newcastle is like carrying apples when you're going to Himachal Pradesh. इंडिया के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी एग्जाम्पल दे दिया. ठीक है, आपने न्यू कैसल बोला, मैंने इंडिया के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी एग्जाम्पल बता दिया. Carrying coals to Newcastle is doing something redundant or unnecessary because Newcastle is a place which is famous for coal. वहां पे बहुत coal होता है already. So there is no point carrying coals to Newcastle. I think we did this in the 24-hour वाला marathon. Yes, I remember कि किसी सेशन में अभी कुछ दिन पहले डिस्कशन किया है. Now, if you people are new to this session, if you people are new to this channel, मैं आपको बता दूं कि we still have 1 hour, we still have 1 week for the Indore exam, उसके बाद रोहतक, उसके बाद JIPMAT. So there's a lot coming your way, students. And to get those notifications, you must subscribe to our channel. If you're enjoying my session के बाद like कर देना, drop a comment, and we'll be coming up with a lot of sessions. जैसे ही इंदौर होगा, रोहतक है, रोहतक होगा, जिपमैट है. अभी इंदौर से पहले ही वी हैव सो मच टू ऑफर. इंदौर से पहले ही बहुत सारा कुछ अभी हम करने वाले हैं. सो टू सेट थेम्स ऑन फायर. सो टू सेट थेम्स ऑन फायर, थेम्स रिवर लंदन में. Setting a river on fire is like doing something sensational, something impossible. रिवर में आग लगा दी, कुछ ऐसा. So to do something remarkable or sensational. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. आकृति, it's good that you remember the idiom along with the example that I gave. It means आप अच्छे से focus कर रहे हो. Well done. Here, that was question 74 for you. If you are able to set a river on fire, that means you've done something very remarkable, sensational, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here is number 75, students. Here is number 75 for today's session. Number 75. To cry wolf is to raise false alarms repeatedly. To take French leave. To take French leave. Nationality idioms, एक और category. And आप जानते हो कि I cannot overstate the fact कि ये categories, ये families कितने important हैं. So French leave is leaving without permission or notice. Taking a French exit, चुपके से कहीं से निकल गया. That was 76 students. Number 77. To live from hand to mouth. To live from hand to mouth. Number 77. To live from hand to mouth means to survive with barely enough resources. To survive with barely enough resources. B must be the correct answer. Last three idioms coming your way. Here is number 78, another easy idiom. Easy idiom because आप इसके बहुत ऊपर लेवल के idioms कर चुके हो, contextually कर चुके हो. Traps को कैसे avoid करना, I think you people now understand how to do that. So can I expect students कि अगर idioms के 3 या 4 questions हैं exam में, have you pocketed those 12 or 16 marks? क्या वो 12-16 marks आपके जेब में हैं? Are you confident in this topic of idioms? Putting the cart before the horse is doing things in the wrong order. Doing things in wrong order. So B must be the correct answer. Brings us to the penultimate question of today's rapid revision session on idioms. This is our penultimate question. बताओ भाई idioms के marks pocket हुए नहीं हुए हैं? To burn the candle at both ends. To burn the candle at both ends. Are you people feeling confident about idioms, the topic, or not? अगर confident feel नहीं कर रहे हो, so there is no point, guys, to work excessively hard, risking exhaustion. Risking exhaustion. Brings us to our last question for today. Sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence. Bacha Party, did you enjoy today's session? बता दो भाई जल्दी से. Where is our confidence? यहाँ पे है, थोड़ा ऊपर, कैमरे के भी ऊपर, ठीक है. Once the session is over, मुझे comment करके जरूर बताना. What did you feel about today's session? Sitting on the fence is remaining neutral or undecided, something that I would ask you people to avoid. I would ask you people to avoid sitting on the fence and tell me what did you like about today's session the most. Bacha Party, that brings us to the end of our second session on rapid revision. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, same teacher, same energy, but a different topic. That would be fillers. Thank you so much. Bye bye.